you think? Are you really stoned and you drinking in the couch now? You're sinking in the clouds. I'm daydreaming, dreaming. They thinking my plan will fail. No, selling my boat.
Alright. Alright, give me a question.
Alright. If a white man dressed in KKK garb is beaten to death by African Americans, is it a hate crime?
Huh. Yeah, it is.
Why?
It's a hate crime because the KKK is a hate group. I mean, I think it still counts if you're impersonating them, right?
No, but it. Wait. Oh, it. Oh, I see how they phrased it.
And a KKK garb.
I see it. Okay. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright, if you create a religion, what would you call it? Just to answer for myself, I would call it Gantology.
No fucks at all, Iggy. Flat out. Just don't give any fucks.
What would they be called? Like, no fuctions?
No fuckians. They'll go they'll knock on doors, they'll like knock the person and should be like, fuck you, just like walk away. We don't need you.
Wait, you're saying they go to people's doors and tell them they don't need them?
Yeah, we don't need you, just like walk away, be like, I feel the same way. Like, they would like, they come back, be like, we want you.
Those are like backwards retarded Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's supposed to be like a trick-or-treat type thing?
Alright. Here it's alright, my turn to ask you a question. If you alright, wait. What's the one secret you would never tell anybody, but you would gladly say to random people on the internet?
And this doesn't have to be a real question, right?
Huh?
It doesn't have to be a real question that I have asked, right?
Wait.
You don't ask personal questions on the internet just because nobody knows? Like incognito, like ninja.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all.
You know, incognito. Like, yeah, I got a rash on my balls. I can't tell anyone. So you just
No, but it has
Yahoo.
to, but it has to actually be like a real secret.
I'm not sure if I want to talk about this on the first episode.
Do it.
Actually, hold on. Do you have one?
No.
I'm trying to go into my Yahoo answers. The only thing I've really asked is, does this girl like me? And that was in like 6th grade or something. That's about it.
Alright, that question doesn't count. Alright,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've asked about God once, I think. Can't
Okay.
exactly remember.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright,
you can't ask me one, I gotta find one.
no, but I have a request.
Okay.
Can you tell that one story about the time in like I'm talking about both of them.
Dude, no, that's...
Go on. Alright, at least one of them. At least one.
I don't even know what the second one was. They're gonna have to tell me about that one later.
One of them is like you walking like up like around the glass, and then the other one's with like
Oh.
yeah, the other one's with the girls.
Okay, so... I'm gonna tell the one that's least outrageous. Or at least the one I think is least outrageous.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so... Let's see, where do we begin? So, you know, just an average day in kindergarten, in a playground, doing it up. And for some reason, now that I think about it, I have no idea why. There's like this little trailer and like this little grassy area in the playground.
Wait, is it a white trailer?
No, it's like this little brown trailer that nobody used ever. I don't.
Like, seriously? Like, the ones you can live in?
No, not like that. It was just like it's more of like a shack. Yeah, I'll go with that word. It's more of a shack.
Okay.
So, nobody ever went like behind it, so that was like a little secret area. So these two girls that liked me during that time, they took me back there, and they were talking about me having sex with them. And, I'm only like 6, so I was like, what? And I was like, well, hey, you don't have to have sex with us, you could just, rub on our vaginas. I was like, what? And they got mad at me because our teachers finally called us in. And I was like, oh man, Charles, you suck. It's like, what? I mean, when you're like 6 years old, I mean, sex just shouldn't be a part of your vocabulary.
But
Yeah. Do you have any embarrassing kindergarten stories, Bart?
kindergarten story? I have one, but I'm not gonna tell that yet, because it's pretty awesome. Well, not awesome, it's pretty embarrassing. Some kid threw a fire truck at me. And I started crying, because it really hurt.
That just sounds like everyday kindergarten.
No, but it was a really big fire truck.
I mean, I punched a girl in her nose because she stole my picture. And apparently it was bloody afterwards.
You bitch!
I think the most interesting thing about it, though, is that I liked her. She became like my kindergarten boyfriend. I mean, girlfriend, whoa. Whoa, I did not mean to say that.
Sure.
I don't think there's homosexual kindergartens, just saying.
Probably is.
That's
California in a nutshell.
homosexual.
I forget where I was reading this from, but it was like something about kindergarten, and then this girl did something to this one kid, and he got really mad, and like he said if she didn't apologize, he would vomit all over her.
What?
And she didn't, and the kid poked his uvula, and he like vomited all over her. Forgot where I read that from.
I kinda wish I could be a kid again to just do stupid stuff like that.
Bar kid, yeah, shut the fuck up.
I mean, really, you could get away with anything.
Yeah.
You could pee on someone.
Gant, alright, when you're making popcorn, do you press the popcorn button? Or do you just, like, put it in for a minute?
See, there's an interesting thing about that. I haven't gotten a new microwave in, like, forever, so...
So it doesn't have a microwave button?
It doesn't have a popcorn button, it doesn't have any options at all. Except, 1 to 9 for, like, low and then high. That's about it. And then, of course, all the touchy buttons and that.
Alright.
Yeah. So, yeah, to get back on topic, I'll go find a question. I can't ask that one
Why not?
because it's supposed to be for teachers.
Dun, 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 dun. You're slow. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm trying to find like good. Just leave me alone. Okay. Okay. I'll just ask this one. What's the worst feeling you've ever had?
Feeling like... Describe feeling.
Maybe I should click on it to find out what the feeling means.
No, that's not gonna help you at all.
Okay, yeah, it didn't.
Like physical or like mental?
I guess both.
I got a real bad one. That I'll send you over Skype. Probably the worst feeling you could ever have in the world, but I can't say it because it's really embarrassing.
Alright, I'll tell my worst feeling.
Alright.
You know what? I kind of want to, because it wasn't that long ago.
Alright.
You know what? I'll say it anyway. So, it was in, I believe, 7th grade at the time. Yeah, 7th grade.
Okay. Wait, how is that not so long ago? How old are you?
I'm 15. That's still pretty, that's somewhat close.
2 years ago, Gant. Maybe 3.
Still fairly close though.
Alright, just Gant.
Usually when people have an embarrassing story, it's like 10 years ago or
Alright,
something.
Gant, just go.
Alright, so our teachers really had this thing against going to the bathroom. I think you can see what
thing.
like, so pretty much for 5 classes straight, I keep on asking the teacher, can I go to the bathroom? Like each teacher that we went to. And they were all like, no, or somebody else is going. So pretty much went 5 hours without going to the bathroom. And eventually I get to one teacher who does let me go to the bathroom. But at that time, and here's the embarrassing part, I sort of pissed myself.
You pissed yourself in 7th grade?
Yeah, because, you know, I couldn't hold it. And I don't want to be a badass, like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom anyway. So I sort of just pissed myself. And, you know, we had to have our shirts tucked in, so I just untucked my shirt and tried to play it off. Like, oh no, why would I pee myself? In fact, one of the teachers asked me, like, Charles, are you okay? Do we need to call your mom? I was like, no, everything's cool. And like a kid behind me, he's like, Charles, I seen you shit yourself.
Oh, dude, tell a story about that kid, who did the activities right next to you for like 3 years.
It wasn't for 3 years, it was just one, but...
Alright. But you gotta tell it in detail.
There's not too much detail about it, since I didn't know for like... Oh, I didn't know for 3
Alright, you gotta tell it in detail, just go.
Alright, so... You know, there was this kid who... You know, it isn't really related, but he had anger management problems, so... It was like a really pissed off kid all the time. Like, sometimes he would just get pissed off and punch walls. And, like,
I got punched in the face by a retarded kid once.
I think we need to talk about that one after. Alright,
Okay.
so... Pretty much... I never was into school drama or anything like that.
Drama alert.
I mean, I've always was, you know, the cool weird kid, if that makes sense. Like, everyone would always find me cool, but I was still weird at the same time.
I don't know, okay.
So that's why I didn't get into the drama. So, by the time I'm in, like, 8th grade, people were talking about, yeah, you remember when that kid was, like, jerking off in class? And I'm not gonna say his name, but...
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? He was jerking off? He sat right next to me for, like, the entire year. And it was just... And it made sense because there would be times where he got up and his belt would be unbuckled and his fly would be open.
Would he like shaking the desk?
I never noticed. I was doing work or something.
Alright. Alright,
Oh,
that's my turn now.
Yeah, you got
So,
punched.
I live on the same street as one of my good friends, Ryan. I won't say his last name. And across his street is this one family. It's this normal but like loner kid, and then there's this like kid with autism who's pretty cool but has really bad autism. And the autism kid really likes Ryan's shed, so he goes into his shed without permission all the time. And we're just hanging out there, and we know he's in the shed, and we're gonna go leave and walk around. So we tell Johnny to he needs to get out of the shed, and we don't think he hears us, so Ryan tells me to go over to the shed and tell him to get out. I knock on the door, and I'm like, Johnny, you gotta get out of the shed. He's like, no. He opens the door and punches me as hard as he can in the face. Like he's just like just clap. Oh my god.
No, I want to stay in the shed.
Won't stay in the closet. And then my story, dude, this fucking jacket's hot. One second.
I I need a song. I need a song. I don't have any songs, but I need a song.
You don't have any socks?
I said I needed a song to distract.
No.
Keep
Alright, Alright, the story with the worst feeling I've ever had is... I don't think this is appropriate or not. Here, wait, here, I'll ask you over Skype if this is appropriate.
Alright. You know what? That actually isn't, because
Alright,
it's gonna be our original thing, but that
oh
didn't.
yeah. Worst feeling, worst feeling.
Besides that,
Probably being punched in the face.
that's understandable.
Yeah, it kinda hurt.
Alright, I think we have to do like only one more. I think this is getting long.
No, we can do a few more, it's fun.
We're gonna have to like split it up. This I don't know how long.
Alright, let's do it. Right here, you look for one, and then I'll type you the actual message that like was the first one, but I know was like I can't tell. So you find one, and I'll type the message.
All right. I think that may be the best feeling ever. I mean, if you would like to share that,
No.
by all means. That's pretty gross.
It's a really bad feeling. It is a terrible feeling. It's the worst feeling I've ever had. Try going to bed. Try sleeping with that feeling.
I know what you're talking about, but I mean, I don't know exactly. I don't want to get into detail about it.
Alright, find a question. Wait, is it my turn to get a question, or is it your turn to get a question?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Alright,
You need some like type of song for this breakpoint.
I don't know, we'll just like add it in, I guess. There.
To the power of editing.
What is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? Like, it can be like movie wise or like anything wise.
Okay, I got a bit of a ghost story for you. You ready?
Alright.
Just an average dark night.
Alright, Gant, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. It was an average dark night, you know, in the
Okay.
house. Then I went downstairs to go grab something to drink. I walked past my living room. I turn around, and there's this. It's like literally like this white type of ball thing just sitting in front of my face, and it just like I just stared at it, and then I walked away, like shaking. I didn't want to run and scream because my sister was in the house, and I wanted to feel like a badass and not like a little sissy. So I just walked to the kitchen and got something to drink. But till this day, that has been very scarring.
I think that was most scarring to me is, so in my old house before it got flooded, there was like this really long closet, like, you know the Harry Potter thing, like how he lives under the under the stairs?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had one of those, and like, it was like pitch black in there, and like, my friend dared me to go in there, like, this is like 7, my friend dared me to go in there, I go in there, I sit down, you know, looking at like, I'm turning away from the door, and I look towards the door, and like, there's this like white fucking like really, it's like really skinny, like pitch white red eyes, like in like the top right corner, like crawled into the corner and it's like staring at me. It's the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Dude, that sounds so scary. That sounds much scarier than what I said.
Like, I didn't know what to do.
Oh, dude, I would have panicked like a mofo.
I don't know what to do. It's the creepiest fucking thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll find cabinet. Who knows?
Did you just sit there and look at it?
No, fuck that. I fucking turned around.
Oh,
Fuck that, yo. I turned around and I like walked backwards. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
this is what grown-up Bart does when he gets scared.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Maybe it was just your mom.
No, I was in the fucking other room.
Maybe it was the other lady. Maybe it's your dog.
My dog's not with me.
Oh.
What is that? Is that a speaker?
Dude, I have another scary thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna like turn my head away from this direction. I'm scared. I'm gonna go turn on the lights. I'm scared. Dude, I'm gonna turn on the light and something is gonna be right in my face.
Dude, just turn on the light and make yourself feel better.
Alright. Don't get killed. Don't get killed. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Don't get killed. Don't get killed.
Like for me, I have my cat, so... My cat's like my little defender. Till I walk past the steps, then he's just like, fuck you. Around this time we should have music playing. I don't know what that song will be, but it's definitely music.
Okay. Alright, now what turn is it? Your turn.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, it's back. Dude, it's back. Go turn on the lights again.
Again, that music should be playing like, I don't know, it'll be like, what maybe? Really suck if it wasn't.
I have a pretty good way to describe it. I have a pretty good way to describe the thing I saw in the closet. You ever play the pit in Fallout 3?
Yeah.
It's like that Trog thing, but whiter. Kinda.
Dude, I do not remember the pit.
You don't remember Trogs?
I think I do. Weren't they like these little things that would just like be on their hands and feet and just crawl around?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
I remember they used to be really scary, and when I first got in there, I was like, oh my god, no. Please, I do not want to do this mission.
Alright, yeah, so you just find the thingy.
Alright.
And here, I just sent you a link to what it looked like, pretty much. But, like, without all, like, the veins and stuff. And it's just white and there's no red.
Let's see. What is your biggest regret?
My biggest regret? Biggest regret. Here, you answer this question first, because I gotta think for a second.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that thing freaking creeped me to hell out.
Now imagine that, like, white, just all white.
Was it that size?
Yeah, I would say.
Oh god, that is really, really creepy. Dude, I have to go to sleep tonight, you know.
Fuck that. Sleep.
Alright, this has to be our
Biggest
last
regret.
one. We've been going on for like 30 minutes.
Biggest regret, like, ever? Like, is it like a certain... Give me a category.
Sure, ever.
Alright,
Make
fuck you
it-
too.
Make it more dramatic.
Ever. The fuck is that? Fuck. Fucking creepy ass motherfucker. Biggest regrets. Fuck.
I can't think of one actually.
Biggest regret. Biggest regret.
Oh,
Yeah, I got one. I got one. Alright, so I was dating this one girl in like 6th grade, and like, it was like the end of the year almost, and I broke up with her. And then we come back, hottest girl in the grade. Hottest girl in the grade. I regret everything.
So close. If you would have stayed longer.
Well, I only stayed 2 more months.
Yeah, exactly. My biggest regret was that when we were like looking through high schools, that was me and my mom, we met this one guy who apparently knew a guy who knew Jimi Hendrix, if that makes sense.
My dad knew Jimi Hendrix.
Dude, that is fudging awesome. So pretty much I was gonna go to like his studio, I think. The studio that Jimi Hendrix was in. But I had detention that like the other day, so I couldn't go.
My dad smoked a J with Jimi Hendrix.
That's even better. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I don't know. My mom's like was like a wannabe hippie or something. Like I was interviewing her and like it's like what's the most what historical event impacted you most? And she was like the death of John Lennon. And like I have to present it. Everybody else is saying like 9/11 and like I'm like this is gonna be really awkward. I don't know, but my mom's awesome. Here, no, I want to ask a question too.
All right, go on.
What's the biggest rumor you have ever been in?
Well, I don't really get into rumors, and since I don't know really any drama, so this one's going to be pretty light. There was a rumor that was going around the school that I was a good singer, and there's like 2 girls wanted me to sing for them. It's like, no, I'm not a good singer, just leave me alone. That happened around for like a year.
Mine is that I smoked weed. I convinced everybody I didn't. Convinced every single person I didn't. Probably the greatest turnaround.
I think we pretty much touched on your smoking habits, sorta.
I don't smoke weed, I swear. If you had to be any animal to be reincarnated in your next lifetime, what would you choose and why?
I think maybe I would be a house cat.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, they get spoiled so much.
Just because it's so but I would have to be like a cool house cat.
What's a cool house cat?
You know, fucks random bitches.
So like an outdoor house cat.
Like you could like go on the fence and howl, and you like have like bitches at your like fingertips.
You know what? Actually, I had a cat that like we let her go outside, and she had so many freaking kittens. Like there was time where she had kittens, and then like a month later she had more kittens. So when the kittens that she had needed milk, she was like hissing at them.
Alright, what's the most inappropriate thing you've ever laughed at?
That's a hard one.
That's pretty easy for me.
Alright, you go first then.
Oh wait, no, I have to remember what it was. It was really embarrassing though. Alright, I have one, but it's not like really like wrong though.
Alright, what is it?
We have these like work things, and like we have to copy down like the word, the definition, and like the type of speech it is for some reason. I don't know. I think she thinks we're in 5th grade, and we're doing it, and one of the words is like levitating, and like she says, the girl says like float, like flying, and like I don't know why, but it just burst out like big conversation with my friend, and I just burst out laughing the entire period, and I had to go like out in the hallway. I don't know why. I thought it was so funny. Like I was just like this the entire time, like.
I've actually did that before, but I can't remember.
Oh no, I have another thing, but this one is kind of inappropriate. There's this one. This is gonna sound so wrong at first. Alright, so there's this one special kid, right?
You with the special kids.
Right. And then this kid is like notorious for doing like bad shit. Like he punches the one retarded kid in the face. And wow, it sounds like I just called myself a retard, doesn't it? And
I see what you did there.
I'm like, we have the retarded kids have like special teachers who follow them around, and like this one is like, I'll leave her name out. Like she's so funny, she's the best. And the kid, it's like last day till winter break, and the kid's like, he tries to run out of the school. Like he like runs past my classroom, and then we see like the teacher running after him, so we're screaming, "We got a runner!"
I remember you told me that one before. But it's so hilarious.
I love that story. Oh my god.
I can tell you an inappropriate thing that I didn't laugh at.
Okay.
Like, when we was having sex ed, there was like a picture of a dick, but since it was standing up, I thought it was a tree because of the pubes. But the entire class was laughing. I was just sitting there looking at the picture like, what the fuck is so funny about a tree? This is ridiculous.
Why are you guys laughing?
It's just a tree. Now the vagina one, I knew exactly what that was.
Alright, what's the weirdest dream you've ever had?
I don't remember a lot of my dreams.
Oh. Bad question then. 'Cause
I actually have one, but I mean,
Alright, go. Because I can't tell my weirdest dream. It like this entire thing would get like deleted in like a few minutes if we uploaded it, like if I said it.
it was weird and creepy at the same time. So this one day where I was just really sleepy, right?
Yeah.
You know, I just closed my eyes, and every time I closed my eyes, it's like, it felt like my bed was getting pushed up into like nowhere by like a witch. It was so weird. And like when I opened my eyes, I would just restart on the ground, and then I closed my eyes back again, and then I was floating right back out to the witch. It was freaking weird. And it's like there was no like environment. It was just like the color gray. It's so creepy.
Okay, what's your worst public boner story? Or situation?
Every day? I mean, I don't really have one.
Like, you've never been, like, presenting a project when you have one.
No, don't really get boners during those times.
I always gnaw on my finger when I have, like, a public boner. It always goes away.
I try to think of, like, Satan, and that never works.
And it never works.
I'll just say to myself, Satan, 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 and it never works.
Satan, like, you start screaming. Like,
I don't scream it, I just think it in my head. It worked once, that's why I keep trying, but other than that, it never really works.
wait, what?
It only worked once to get rid of a boner.
Is it the first time?
No.
Alright, have you ever crapped your pants in public, and if so, how did you deal with it?
Actually, no, I've never crapped my pants in public.
Not even in class?
No, but I have peed myself.
Yeah, can't we know that?
That's about it.
Oh, I have one, but it was like in kindergarten, it was really awkward. And I'm not telling you, I'm not telling it. Gant knows it. I'm not telling you guys. I'm not telling anybody it. It's really embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might have to end there, cause
Wait, no!
it's almost 35 minutes.
There's one more story. Or question, or something.
Alright, fine, this is the finale. The last question.
Well, then we need one.
Yeah.
Top all time.
Oh shit. Oh shit, yeah. Alright, what is it?
I don't know, I'm looking weird.
Oh yeah, we can't do the one that's at the very top.
Yeah, as you know.
It will ruin your life, so.
Dun, dun, Ghost Hunter. What's the one show you shouldn't think should be on TV?
Um. Hmm. Um. hmm. The church channel, like little church shows they have.
No, like that are like it's like a popular show. You shouldn't be on TV.
Oh. Hmm. Uh, maybe Storage Wars, since it started that entire controversy. People thought their NESs was like $15,000.
Honestly, I gotta say the Colbert Show.
I never actually watched the Colbert Show.
Really don't understand it. Like, is he supposed to be like really Republican, or like is he supposed to be like sarcastic? Like, I don't get it. Like, I like the Daily Show, but like, I don't is he like? I don't know.
He's a openist. That's a word that I came up with.
YOLO.
I'm
I don't actually use the word YOLO for just for preferences.
I use YOLO every day. YOLO.
YOLO swag. Follow me on Twitter. 420. Hashtag YOLO.
Alright, on that note, I have to say pip pip cheerio. Do you have an outro, Bart?
Fuck bitches, get money.
Ah, that sucked.
Yeah, I just ended the calling.
Yeah, alright, I'm just gonna press the stop button now.